Camera speed, rolling, action.
Go.
Hey guys, welcome again to Love and Life with the Phone Boys. Alright, my name is Phone Boy Jonah, and I'm here. Seated beside me is this beautiful, delectable, sexy, gorgeous, anointed woman of God. Introduce yourself, please.
Cut. Hey. Let's do my bad. I am Deborah from Boy. Some of you know me as Deborah X, but it's nice to be here with this fine man. Okay, so we're going to be very brief in this session tonight. Whatever time you're watching, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever country you're watching from, we greet you.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I think we would like to just thank you all that showed up for the Love and Life conference in August.
Yeah.
Both online and offline.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. We had such a good time, learned a lot. Thanks for everyone who came out, the Cintos.
Yeah, the special guest, the Cintos.
Yes, everyone
Thank
who came
you so
out,
much.
celebrate. And it's like everybody, let's not mention names. Leave
Ricardo,
notes.
Dr. T.
Well,
Let's not mention
we will
names.
not end the name calling. But thank you so much. I'm sure you were blessed. We were blessed as well. So thank you. So this leads us to what we are doing today.
Yeah. We had promised that we're going to do make the video question and answers video online as regard to the questions that were fired in on that day.
Yes.
And so subsequently we'll be doing this, so you can still ask your questions.
Yeah.
Just drop them on the comment section or send us a DM, on social media.
Yes.
Love and Life with the Phone Boys on Facebook and on Instagram as well, or Mayor of Calabar and Debbie. What's your
Deborah X
Instagram name?
official.
No, on Instagram.
Yes.
Oh, Debbie Rex official on Instagram.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be asking a few questions out of the questions sent in. We'll be answering them bit by bit. So please send in your questions. We'll do our best to answer by the guidance of the Holy Spirit. Of course, we don't know the answers. Once we don't know, the Lord will help us. And we can learn it.
We'll do research. Come and answer you.
Okay, so let's go. Let's get right into it. So, question number 1.
Yeah.
All right. She's asking, how do I know I am making the right decision in choosing my life partner?
How do I know?
How do I know I'm making the right decision?
In choosing a life partner.
This question came in from a lady, but well, I think some guys may have this question. How do I know I'm making the right decision? Because of course by now you should know that marriage, the person you get married to, is like one of the most important decisions that you will ever make in your life.
Yeah.
Apart from choosing to follow God.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, the choice of a life partner is like very important. So how do I know that this decision is right?
Well, I think personally I'll look at it from 2 angles.
Okay.
Spiritually and physically. Not intending to sound spiritual, but hey, we are spirit beings. So we'll look at it spiritually and physically. So personally, now this is me. I'll look at it from the spiritual side and the physical side. Spiritually is one, peace. Now, when I say peace is it looks like an ambiguous word because people tend to like, oh, when you say peace, what do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean? Well, for me, peace is having an understanding with the Holy Spirit. Like the Holy Spirit has given me the go ahead. Now, I usually ask the Holy Spirit for simple things, and sometimes when I don't listen, it's terrible. Like this morning, in fact, like this morning, I was just trying to be okay, let me not go that way. But hi, peace. Peace. So when the Holy Spirit, you have this conviction, from the Holy Spirit, and you have to understand that it's not just in marriage that you start asking the Holy Spirit for, or start looking for ways the Holy Spirit will communicate who to marry. when it's time to get married. No, you have to build this relationship with him from the smallest of things, from the directions. Where do I go to? Do I stop here? Do I buy this? Do I eat this? Yes. Do I eat this?
The first decision you should be trying to find out if it's right or wrong shouldn't be the marriage decision.
Should not be the marriage decision.
It's too risky.
Exactly, too risky.
In the small things, other decisions of your life. Where do I work? Where do I school? How did you know? Did the Holy Spirit communicate with you on any of these other matters? Because he wouldn't use a strange means to speak to you.
Yeah, because Jesus Christ speaking, he said, I will send you a comforter that will guide you in all things.
Guide you.
Now see, once you wake up, in fact, the Holy Spirit doesn't even leave you. So he's always with you, sleeping, waking up. So in every decision, try to involve him in every decision making. Don't say this one is too small, I can handle it by myself. The Holy Spirit is supposed to be your best friend, like your best buddy. So you ask him everything. Now when you have mastered the act of hearing the Holy Spirit, it will be easy for you now to hear who is God's will for you, or who God or the Holy Spirit is leading you to marry. Sometimes people just come and just like, hey, God said I should this. I saw this in a vision.
God said
this.
Confuse your life.
I dreamt about you. You were coming down with what white gown.
White gown. So lo and behold, this is she. And people will be hearing for you, and you can't hear for yourself.
Exactly.
And that's the starting point of confusion, because if you don't know the road, every road will look like
you.
So yes, peace. That means your understand. Something Mama Choco said one time. She said, sometimes peace doesn't make sense to other people. It's your own peace concerning that. Other people may not understand it. Like how Jesus was sleeping in the stone.
Exactly.
It's your own. It's your conviction.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's number one. I think a second thing to look at is your path, your purpose in life. Where are you headed? Because if you know the direction of your life, you know who is not the best fit or who is the best fit to go with you on that journey.
Yeah.
So first of all, this thing starts from yourself. Like I said, your personal relationship with God would make it easier for you to know who is for you or who is not for you. And then your purpose, your plan, your destiny, your direction should give you when you have direction, it cuts off a lot of choices. It cuts down a lot of choices. Your standards,
different people, your standards people that should not be in your life at all.
You just know this person might not be a bad person. A good person may not be the God person for you. It may not be a bad person. Maybe a church person. It might even be a minister, firebrand. But for you, that is not, because being a believer and following God, that's the basic requirements.
Yeah, it's not even an option.
Yeah, you're to
Uncle
choose.
Alice will say it's not an option.
Yeah, the answer
it's
is
not the foundation. That's where we start from.
That's where we're starting from. We're not picking from outside that pool. That's where we're picking from. So inside there, like Mama Lajo will say, you can't hire a barber to do the work of a chef. You have to know what you want, the kind of marriage you see, and you envision, the kind of life you want to live. Who would go with you on that journey? You can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. That's why we started with the Holy Spirit and we started with the peace and the conviction in your heart. But then you have to know your direction in life. Both of you cannot be headed in totally opposite directions and expect to be one in the marriage.
Yeah, and when my wife says direction, I know someone will be asking what direction. Now sometimes Bible in Amos 3:3, she said, can two walk together unless they agree? So the direction, when we say direction, okay, so what are your plans? What do you want to do in the next 5 years? Do you want to travel abroad? Do you want to, how many kids do you want to have? Do you want an extended family kind of setting? Do you want families, brothers, sisters? These are things, these are all directions and patterns that you should talk about.
And there are like some people that want to go into like missions. You want to go and stay in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
You want to go there and do the work of God.
Yeah, where to live exactly.
And then because of how she looks, you just want to go for her, but she wants to just follow her career and just be a career lady and just be going to 9 to 5 work.
Exactly, babe.
But you want to,
career, yes,
you want to go into the village and stay there and serve there, and both of you will constantly have different focuses. There will be a lot of arguments. Now, what will happen to the children? Who will keep them? Will they be on the mission field? Will they? So you have to just have an idea. That's why it's important to have a form of direction before you look for who to say yes to or who to approach.
Yeah. Especially this career thing you said, babe. It's very important. Talk about career. There are men that want to marry, that want a housewife, take care of the house.
Don't
kind of
carry.
Don't if that's what you want.
Yeah,
talk about it before you get married, so that you don't get married and say, "Oh, babe, I've gotten the job here," and the husband say, "No, I don't want you to work. I don't want other men looking at you." I mean, talk. These are things. I don't want other men looking at you. Thomas stay in the house, take care of kids, and you've gone to school how many years, done your masters. In fact, some even have 2 masters.
You've suffered for this thing, and you want to go to the top of your political ambition, and then
the man is saying, "Sit at home."
Yeah, I need to
these
stay
are
for
things. These are things.
10 years.
These are things you talk about before. These are things you look out for. As insignificant as it looks, you say, "Oh, he understands. I'm going to school. I'm working. I mean, there's no need." No, talk about them. It's really important.
I think that's why it's important that after, even as you pray about things, the Holy Spirit will also lead you on questions to ask. A lot of people don't ask difficult questions, but just have you eaten? You're looking good.
What did you eat?
What did you eat? How was your day?
Where's my own food? On phone. You're in Lagos, it's Abuja. You're asking me for food. Where's my own?
So this is the time to ask important questions, because it will guide you to know the mind. You'll hear the spoken and unspoken things that this person would say. You will know the kind of person. Ask questions about family life, about children, you need to ask a lot of questions.
How did you grow up?
Yes.
How's your mother like? How's your father like? Do you have a relationship with your mother or father or siblings?
This season is about interview, not intercourse.
Oh,
you need to talk.
I heard that. It's about interview.
You have to talk. Okay, so this is a life decision. When people employ people for big jobs and all, they ask heavy questions. The level at which you want to be in the company, the tougher the question. This is the time to ask questions. This is the time to ask questions, because this person can honestly be a good person heading somewhere, but for you, it's disaster. Two good people can make a bad marriage.
They might be good
to you,
but not good for you. Yeah.
Quotes.
Quote, that's my quote. That's my quote. Okay. Then another thing too is I think I said spiritually and physically, right? So I was looking at the physical part is wisdom. Talking about wisdom, how wise, because the family setting is different. It's not, somebody might be a business guru, mogul, might be the best doctor. I mean, handling the worst case scenario in the hospital. Can be, what again do they have? They can be the best lawyer. In fact, can be the best. I said divorce lawyer. Can be the best writer. If they're right here, you would like, oh my goodness. But then again, when it comes to the family life settings, it's not about being selfish. It's not about being the best in anything. It's about being the best at putting others first. Because in marriage, we depend on ourselves. I'm depending on you, you're depending on me. That's why we got married. If I can carry myself, there's no need for us being in marriage. If I can do it by myself, no, I need you to do it for me, and you need me to do certain things for you. So be with somebody that understands the value of marriage, somebody that will put marriage first, somebody that will put you first, somebody that will put your kids first. What are their values? How do they treat husband? How do they treat wife, in quotes, the office of the wife, the office of the husband. Sometimes you think it's only the office of the husband that is there. No, the office of the wife is there. That's the first lady. How do they treat them? How do they treat them? It's very important. So wisdom. What are their family values? How did they grow up? These are things. They might be the best outside in their respective careers. They might be the best top, see them flying, but when it comes to marriage, you see all these people, these top people, when you hear them, they've been divorced 7 times, 5 times, 3 times. Why? Because it's different when it comes to marriage. It's really different. So you have to understand
how do they treat people that are not you?
Yes.
Sometimes they can be interested in you, so they treat you nicely. How do they treat the cleaners? How do they treat random people that don't owe them anything, or they're not expecting something from? Their values, how emotional intelligence, how do they converse? Who are their friends? Because the kind of environment that people choose for themselves, the people they put around them, can say a lot about them.
Friends. Yes,
you can't say, really he's the one trying to change his friends. Like he's the good one in their midst trying to change them. No, please. If those are the people that are in a circle and someone said they are the board of directors.
Exactly.
So
no, but it's serious. Serious. I think most of the issues I've had dealing with married people.
Yeah.
Like, so it's because I'll hear the woman will say, okay, this I told his friend, I reported him to his friend. I'm like, reporting him to his friend. Like,
there are some friends that are covering
this friend you're reporting to is the one that brings him home in the night, like, or is the one that organizes other ladies for him. So you're reporting him to his. Like, I mean, come on. So who are his friends? You need to know these things from time. Like, who are his friends? Show me your friend and I'll show you who you are. It's that statement was relevant yesterday, it's relevant today, and it will be relevant tomorrow.
Exactly.
Your friends determine, how do you pronounce it, babe? Determine where your destination will be. And especially if he's the only one that is looking at marriage in that circle, all his friends are playboys and all that. It's just a matter of time they will organize somebody, a site that will be keeping him company when he's with them. So these are things you look out for. These are really things you look out for.
In fact, I think this topic is an entire topic. That's why we've been going on and we haven't even scratched the surface, because this is a very vital question. There's
so much you could talk about.
You can, many of the things that are being said, Kamalaji says all the questions you can ask her, she has tried to answer them in a book. So get people that have tried to answer many of these questions, get knowledge, get wisdom, get understanding. Books like Who is God's Will for Me by Jonah, Dating Intelligently,
by Pastor Laju,
Courtship by Pastor Rex.
This Intelligent is Pastor Laju, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So there are tons of books. Pastor Kingsley, The Synthos. There are a ton of wisdom nuggets, wisdom banks everywhere. So look for these things. If we keep going on and on, we're not even finished today. But then I think I'll just end this question with this. Some people are always scared of the will of God for them. Because they are saying, I would probably not like it. So sometimes you don't like this person, but it just looks like the sensible choice to make. I don't know if that's the situation this girl is in. Maybe she's like, okay, this person looks like a sensible choice to make. Even pastor approves. We're the leader and assistants, so we look like we'll make good president and first lady.
Mama and Papa of the
exactly, it's the Papa and all those things. But having simple conversations, simple sit-down conversations, we can't laugh, we can't have a conversation. And you're just like, okay, the only thing people can do good is to
always talking about fellowship.
And you only can talk inside church. There's no normal conversation inside the house. What you're going to be doing most of the time is conversation. Conversation. So if you don't even like talking to this person, you don't even find it interesting, or this person is not you have no connection whatsoever with this. You're not interested in what they're interested in. You don't think this person has, like you said, wisdom, but the person can help you out to answer some questions. You don't rate this person, but the person looks like husband material. Please, you're not marrying for social media. You're not marrying picture perfect, because you get tired of snapping pictures. It's inside the house. The marriage is only two of you inside the house. So make the right decision. We trust that you make the right decision.
Yeah, of course.